Welcome back to today's episode of The Angry Cook. Today we're going to be making, as I promised last time, chicken pot pie out of the stock we made last time. This is not the crust, top and bottom chicken pot pie that normal civilization eats. This is Lancaster County, Pennsylvania chicken pot pie, which has very little resemblance to real chicken pot pie that we eat, except it has chicken in it. That's the only resemblance. So what we have is, to make said soupy, kind of, 10 ounces of chicken stock. Make it fresh or use the good stuff. Don't use bouillon cubes. Please, for God's sake, don't use bouillon cubes. 6 ounces of egg noodles, the large type, squares. You can use whatever you want. A couple of carrots, a couple of onions, a couple of potatoes, more or less. You can add celery to it, you can add corn to it, whatever suits you best. So we're going to be chopping these up roughly. We're going to be julienning these, and I'm going to try to julienne those. We'll see how that works out. We may just dice it and be done with it. Add it all to the pot. Salt and pepper to your taste. And if you're using fresh chicken stock, you need salt and pepper because there is no seasoning in here. You're going to add it all to the stock. Bring it to a boil, simmer for an hour, uncovered. Don't forget the salt and pepper. Taste it halfway through. Taste it at the end. See if you need to add anything else to it. You could probably add thyme to this. You could probably add some rosemary to this if you wanted to and really spice it up a little bit. That's up to you. Remember, this is plain country cooking from the plain country. So we'll see you in a little bit.
Same thing as her mama. Oh.
Okay, I wanted to do a procedure here and just show you what I do. Notice the matchstick, kind of matchstick. How'd that get that way? We'll fix that in a minute. Carrots, get as straight as you can. Some of them are all crooked up and stuff, but you know, get what you can get. Cut an end, not cut an end, cut one side off, just a sliver of a side, so you've got a flat surface to work on. Now it's not going to roll all over creation for you. And then about matchstick width pieces, more or less. It's not that big a deal. Carrots are not the easiest thing in the world to cut, are they? Of course not. That decided to be obnoxious. We'll just chop you up like that. We're going to add that guy. And we're just going to do that, do that, and do that. And then even them out about matchstick size. Give or take a little bit. We have a couple of guys here who escaped. They're not going to escape for long because we'll cut them up too. And we're going to do the same for here. And there you've got, you can make these as uniform as you like, as you have the OCD to do. I don't have the OCD to make them perfect because I'm not running a kitchen. I'm just cooking for home. And if my family doesn't like it, they can always have cereal. Cut them. Wham, wham, bam, you're done. Matchstick size carrots. Okay, roughly diced onions, large diced potatoes. And one thing my wife just reminded me about the carrots, I don't skin my carrots. I don't peel them. I don't peel red potatoes either. There's nutrients in the skins of these that you're taking off if you peel them. I like to keep it all together. I like to get as much as I can out of everything. It's a kind of a health tip, kind of. But it's just one of those things you need to think about before you do it. So we're going to add our potatoes and onions. The carrots went in there already. And we're going to We're going to save this to the last 12 minutes of cooking. So when we reheat this to eat tonight, I'll put them in. Did anybody catch the fact that I didn't put any chicken in the chicken pot pie? Yeah, I just did. I hope you did too, because there's times I wonder how I look. So we're going to chop up these larger pieces into smaller pieces, and we're going to deposit them in with the chicken, and we're going to let it simmer for an hour. Bring it to the boil, simmer for an hour, and then we'll turn it off, and we'll bring it back when we put the pie noodles in before we serve for tonight, for dinner. As usual, almost everything I make we're using for dinner, so no surprise there if you're a regular watcher. So simmer an hour, 12 minutes before you're ready to serve, you want to add the noodles. So we'll see in a bit. So we'll add the chicken onto a boil and then simmer for an hour. See you in a bit. Alright, dinner time approaches. The chicken pot pie is ready. Back up to a boil. Now we're going to turn it back on simmer and add the canoodles. And we have rolls in the oven also for just about the same amount of time. So this is all going to be ready. Bingo banga. And we'll bring you back in a few minutes. And here we are. Chicken pot pie, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania style. If you have any questions about this, just comment. I'll answer you. It's really simple to make. You can make it with pre-done stock. You can make stock like I did. Your choice. It's delicious. Try it. See you next time.